Welcome students, welcome to my next video. Renaissance in Europe, development in modern science. We have already seen what are the gradual changes which happened during Renaissance. Initially the paintings, poetries, all the literatures were based was very religious. Later on, man became the center of attraction. The Last Supper. There are several examples. Mona Lisa are the very good examples, which is not given in your book, but these are the examples which can be taken where the things changed in Europe. There was rebirth. Not only that, even there was inventions of modern science. Various inventions took place in modern science. We saw there were machines invented in textile industries. We saw for agriculture there was a drastic change from the traditional method. They went into the modern methods where for harvesting. There were machines for plowing. There were machines to cut the harvest, to remove the crops. Different types of inventions were made. Now, my dear students, in this part, we are going to see what are the geographic discoveries made by the explorers. As we all know, Europeans, they were very adventurous, especially the kings. They were very adventurous, and they wanted their explorers to find out new places so that they could conquer it, and also they could make that particular country as market for their finished goods. So these explorers were sent by the European kings. Now we will see who all did what. One is Marco Polo. He was an Italian traveler. He introduced China and other Asian countries to Europe. He stayed in the royal court in China. He studied Mongolian and Chinese language. And due credit goes to Marco Polo because he introduced to the Europe the Asian countries, especially China. Ibn Battuta, a scholar and a famous medieval traveler. Ibn Battuta, he visited Maldives, Sumatra, China, Spain, Sardinia, East and West Africa for various reasons. If you see Ibn Battuta, he was an Arabian scholar. I will say a scholar from Islamic country. He too went and explored many places. Now next is Henry, the navigator. He was a prince of Portugal in 15th century. He encouraged people to go to expeditions. Expeditions resulted into various discoveries near Africa. Two are the autonomous regions of the Portugal. The Portuguese began to transport African people to Portuguese as slaves. African goals were brought back to Portugal by these people. Now let me tell you something about Bartholomew Dias. Dias began his expedition on the order of King Portugal John II. He reached the southern tip of Africa. He named as a Cape of Storms. Later, he named as Cape of Good Hope. He was the first seafarer or a navigator to circumnavigate African continent. Next, I would like to speak about Christopher Columbus. We all are very familiar with Christopher Columbus. We all know that he, went and he found out about America. Now we can see here, in the year 1453, Istanbul, the capital of city of Eastern Roman, was conquered by Ottoman army. Thereafter, the capital of Ottoman Empire was blocked. Now, Eastern Sea route was closed for Europeans. It was necessary to search an alternate route. So King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain sent Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer, to search India. He was certain that by sailing westward he could find India, as the earth is round. Instead of reaching India, he reached to an unknown island, which was later known as America. It was named after Amerigo Vespasi. Now this leads to the next person, that is Amerigo Vespasi. He was an Italian explorer who went on for the expedition at the order of the King of Spain. He found out a new place called Venezuela. In his third expedition, by following the river course, he could discover a delta region of Amazon. It is believed that America was named after Amerigo. Now, my dear students, I will come to an important person who has made a valuable contribution towards India. It's none other than Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese seafarer, along with 4 ships and 170 sailors, he reached India. He reached to the eastern coast of Africa, visited few African ports like Mombasa, and then, under the guidance of Vasco da Gama, landed at Indian port Calicut, Kozhikode in 1498. He asked King Zamorin of Kozhikode for trading permission. Obtaining the permission, he returned to Portugal. Thereafter, he visited India twice. He became the first viceroy of Goa and Kochi after the Portuguese rule, and he was established there. The trading between European countries and India was initiated through his effort. The next person is none other than Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan was a Spanish explorer. Let me tell you, he was a Spanish explorer. He organized the first expedition, which proved to be first attempt of circumnavigation of Earth. Unfortunately, when he reached the completion, Magellan was killed in Philippines. However, the companions completed the circumnavigation. Charles I, King of Spain, had planned this expedition. Now we will go to the next person, that is Samuel D. Champlain. He was a cartographer, organized expedition to North America. He established French colonies. He established the city of Quebec in Canada. Abel Zanzwen Tasman. Tasman was born in Holland. His contribution was in searching of unknown land by discovering New Zealand in 1644. He surveyed southwest coast of India. He discovered Queensland. and northeastern state in Australia. Next is Captain James Cook. We are familiar with this name, Captain James Cook of British Royal Navy. He has set out his foot in New Zealand and Australia. He surveyed the island of Pacific Ocean. He prepared an accurate map. He had cut across 60,000 nautical miles during journey of 3 years. Now I would like to speak about Mungo Park. Mungo Park, a Scottish explorer known for his expedition on Western Africa. In 1795, he traced the river Niger as a part of his expedition. So these were the various explorers who has explored different places. Students, I end this video over here. If you are a new viewer or if you are viewing it for the first time, kindly subscribe it. If you like the video, please do like it. And if the people are not aware of this video, please do give the awareness and share it with others. I wish you all the best for your board exam.